Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles. I greet Millstone. Salutation to you, Archeum, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Shalom to you, if you are quat, listening and learning, listening and being obedient unto your husband, right? This is your brother Yassad back at you with another one, willing to edifying to the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So basically, today at work, I was here, I was working on, a security officer was talking about, the word and whatsoever. And I asked you a few questions. She thoughts about certain things, right? And she said that she she deals up with the Orisha and whatsoever, and one sort of bugged out doctrine upon these women, a Jake woman, And then she started talking about the fight in heaven, right? And Satan come down here, and Satan, and his angels doing, evil on this side, and all these things, that Satan and these rest of angels disobey, and there's a war between the heaven and war between they up in the heavens and the angels down here that was cast out. You don't know the typical Christian doctrine, with that now it gives them a excuse. So anything bad happens, Satan do it, the devil busy, but not knowing the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai controls both sides, and there is no angel that fight against the Lord and was cast out, and on the earth here, doing wickedness and evil and executing judgment without the permission of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's all according to the scriptures. So I have a couple precepts to go into that, because all the angels obeys the Lord, the angels on the left and on the right hand side, right? So I'll start off here in the book of Psalms 103:19. The Lord had prepared his throne in the heavens, his kingdom ruleth over all. So the kingdom, his throne being in the heavens, and his kingdom, ruleth over all, right? Because we know is the ministering angels, in the book of Psalms it speak of, and the Lord gave the word, and great was the company that published it, the creation of the earth, all these things, the whole earth running, the elect waking up, everything evolves around the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, So he ruleth over all. It said, blessed the Lord, ye his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. So the angels, right, they don't disobey, because they hear the word, they hearken unto the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Bless ye Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all ye his hosts, ye ministers of his, because the angels, they are they minister for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, They would minister unto the elect, Then there's the spirits created for vengeance, where the Lord would send out the left hand side angels to execute judgment, right? It say, ye ministers of his that do his pleasure. Bless ye the Lord, all his works in all places of his dominion, bless the Lord, O my soul. Yeah, and the Lord dominion is over everything, right? Even the angels, right? So because we'll go into the word dominion, right? Dominion. It's a sovereign or supreme authority, the power of governing and controlling. So this here actually makes it clear. I'll read it back. It says, bless the Lord, all his works in all places of his dominion. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Yeah. Because the Lord the Lord has authority over all everything, even the angels. Right? The Lord the scripture speaks of the potter and the clay. If really the clay could say to the potter, why makest thou the potter the and remember the angel was created by Yahweh Shemel Shai, so it wouldn't make sense that he creates something, and it fight against him. It's not adding up, you know. It's surely not adding up. Right? The book of Hebrews chapter 1 and verses 14. Let's say, are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister? Who sent the angel to minister is Yahweh Bashem Shai. For them who shall be heirs, of salvation, because just as how the angels were sent and ministered unto Yahweh Shai, the same way how the angels, ministering unto the elect in this time, That is why, brothers are able to break down the precepts, through the ministering angels, right? The angels revealing the stuff unto brothers, So, and the scriptures say, the angel of the Lord encampeth among them that fear Yahweh Bashem El Shai. So they always are around ministering, unto the Lord's elect. So you would see, I'll go to the Isaiah, which they like to misinterpret the breakdown of that, Isaiah the 14th chapter. I'll get it in this, right? Isaiah the 14th chapter and the 12th verse, right? Because they love to use this and that the book of Daniel, to try to tie it up that Satan fight against God and his angels come down on earth and etc. and all these foolish doctrine. It say, how art thou fall from heaven, O Lucifer, which Lucifer goes into light bearer, right? And it has the light bearer on the left hand side and on the right hand side, Yahushua is also known as a light bearer or the morning star. It's the son of the morning. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? So this is not speaking of the angels. This is speaking of one in particular, which is Esau Edom, the Edomites, right? That is in rulership, because they are the ones that he put the nations, the gathered all people unto himself, he is the one who bring all these nations under great subjection. The scriptures say he is as swift as the eagle flieth, he was more subtle than the other beast, etc. So 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 the, so after he being in such a high, position and authority, having these nations subject under him, The question is, how art thou fallen from heaven? How you fall from that rulership, you know? Let me get it into the GNT. It's a king of Babylon. This is not speaking of the angels. It's a king of Babylon. Right? And this we in Babylon here, this here is Babylon the Great. Right? And the king of Babylon the Great, you know, the Edomites, you know, per se the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, you know, they of that race, that nation, the Amalekites, Edomites, you know, they are the king of Babylon, the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, because they control this the earth given into the hand of the wicked, which is them, you know. Esau, Edom being the border of wickedness, Malachi 1 and verses 4. So it's a king of Babylon, bright morning star. You have fallen from heaven. In the past you conquered nations, but now you have been thrown to the ground. So that is what is going to go on, you know. After all this conquering he did, you know, putting all these nations under subjection, he is going to be conquered, you know. So this only relates onto Esau and his empire, you know, being taken down, right? And how you fall from heaven, because there are three type of heaven. One which is the heaven on earth rulership, and this heaven is talking about rulership here. Then there's the firmament, right, the sky, you know. Then the next heaven is where the Most High dwelleth upon the throne, you know, that is the third heaven, right? So this heaven is speaking of rulership. So how you fall from rulership, you know, knowing that in the past you conquered nations, you know, you had nations under subjection, but now you have been thrown to the ground, and your house is gonna take Esau down, you know, with the companies are angels, you know, the missiles, etc. Right? So another precept. Yeah. The book of Job, chapter 1 and 6. Right? It's because this is to show you, if the more if Satan and the Lord fought, and it's XYZ, why is Satan, you know, in the presence of the Lord, you know, um, and you know, taking, you know, well, having a conversation with the Lord, you know, and if two of them is enemies and he was cast out, etc. Job 1 and 6 says, now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered, and the Lord answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And I, the Lord, said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? So how could they be enemies and they fought and he was cast out? Well, how could he be in heaven, you know, speaking to the Lord, you know? When the Lord asked him, you know, where was doing, he answered, you know. So it's not adding up, right? Because Satan is a son, is one of the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because the sons of God even going into the angels just as well. Just as well. You know, because we know according to the book of First Kings there, angels on the left and angels on the right. First Kings 20-21. And the Lord is control of both sides. First Kings 20-21. Right? Let me see. I will start at verses. Verses 18. Right, because this is when King Ahab wanted to, pursue against the king of Syria, to bring down the king of Syria, and he was inquiring of his soothsayers, his necromancers, etc., and they was saying, yes, go up, go, you'll be able to prevail, you know, and and he was inquiring of our true man of the Lord, right, whereby he knew that whatsoever the prophet had to say, it was nothing good. So I'll start off in 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne. Again we read um the Psalms, how the Lord throne, being in heaven, the third heaven. I saw I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, right? Which he throne being in the third heavens, and and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. Again it mentioned the hosts of heaven, which are the angels, right? That is why the second is just 13, right? Speak of second is just 13 and 3. It said, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, which are the angels. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were under him, So the hosts of heaven being the angels. Right, back at it, First Kings. Right. So I saw the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, on his right hand and on his left. So it had angels on the right hand and angels on the left. So the angels on the right hand are ministering spirits, ministering angels that would minister unto the prophets, as we read in Hebrews 1 and 14, right? Just as for example, when Yahushai was up in the mountain, the angel comforted him, the minister unto him. Let's see if I get that. Right. This is one of the account in Matthew 4 and 10. It said, then said Yahushai unto him, let me see. Well, this here is when the Lord was being tempted, when he was fasting on the mountain. Let's start at verse 7. Yahushai said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. Right? Again the devil taketh him up. The devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and shew him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then said Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, so the devil, the angel on the left hand side, left him, right? And behold, angels came and ministered unto him. The angels on the right hand side. Yeah. So so just that being an example, right? I'm gonna get back. It said, verse 20, and the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood. So one of the angel came and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. I, the Lord. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Right? So 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 the Lord asks, so who would bring the death unto Ahab? So one of the angels on the left hand side came up saying he could do it. So he could go and be a lion spirit in the mouth of his prophets, and tell him go up when he gonna fall. And that is why the scripture in Psalm 68, which prove the Lord has control of both sides. He is the one, Isaiah 45, he create evil and he create good. So there's no way you could say that the devil do that as the Lord's doing. I'll get some more precept. Let me get I was just getting a precept in the book of um, Psalm 60. Psalm 68 and 20. It say he that is our power, our God is the God of salvation, and unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Lord, belongeth the issues from death. So every issue, just as how Ahab died, listening to the prophets and was deceived, by the angel, the left hand angel, going and being a lion spirit, and he went and lost and died. Right? So the Lord literally gave forth the order and he prevailed. Right? Isaiah 45 and 7. So there is nothing that the angels transgressing against the Lord commandment. Isaiah 45, right, and 7, it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. So everything that's going around, the Lord is in control. I, the Lord, do all these things. Yes, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai doing all these things. Let's see again the Psalms 103. Right. Psalms 121. Bless ye the Lord, all his hosts, ye ministers of his that do his pleasure. Right? Because all the pleasure, everything evolves around Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He gave in the word, great was the company of them that published it. Right? So he have the angels doing his bidding, the judgment, everything. Right? So he is in control of Satan, the spiritual, angel Satan. Right? Let me get here. Deuteronomy 32:39. It says, see now that even I am he, and there is no God, no power with me. So this to show you that Satan had no say there. It had no other God, no other power that day. Because if Satan did fight against God, he would be an enemy, an enemy against him, which being he would be a power that fighting against the Lord as a opposition, to the Lord, he against him. But here it is saying, and there is no God with me, so you don't have no other person that has that power. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Huh? Yeah, pa, you know. Just as, look how the Lord is control of the evil angels just as well. Psalm 78 and 49. And It say he cast upon the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. So this is how the Lord, is bringing forth judgment, by sending evil angels to commit, acts of vengeance. So when a man die, get burnt up in a house by fire, or a lady get bounced and knocked down to death by a car, a man fall to death, all the issues are that belong unto the Lord. You know, when a man run in a bar and shoot and kill 15 people, is the Lord sending out the angels on the left hand, evil angels to, commit these, um, acts for the Lord, right? Precept again to back that up in the book of Sirach 39. Twenty 28, it said there be spirits that are created for vengeance. Going back into just as how we read, the Lord send the evil angels among them, right? Which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So when you see saying Satan caused a woman to death, Satan busy, that child gets shot in the head. Is the Lord in control of all of that? They doing the bidding for him that made them, right? Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So the angels not gonna transgress the word of Yahweh Hashem Eloshai, Yeah. So all praises belong unto Yahweh Hashem Eloshai. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Double honors to you elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salute again to you Archeums out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Just a lot of bugged out doctrines out there, But hey, we use this word to cut asunder every false, false doctrine. Right? So until the next one, Shalom.